Hi folks, Job Lot Comics here. I'm having a look at an old Bronze Age DC Comics. This is Brave and the Bold number 111, and it's Batman and the strangest team up in history. Batman's with the Joker. Little notch out of that. You know how you've got a comic and then it's like a comic that you've read maybe when you were younger, or when back in the day when you were writing the comics, and it's a kind of go-to. Well, for lots of you it'll probably be things like, I don't know, maybe Death of Gwen Stacy or Watchmen, or you'll have those comics that you go to all the time. But oddly, this comic here, this issue of Brave and the Bold from 1974, is one I keep coming back to over and over and over again. I can't believe how good it is. I can't believe nobody talks about it, and I just feel it's one of the most underrated comics ever. It's Bob Haney doing the story and Jim O'Paro doing his best Neil Adams impression. You cannot tell me that Jim O'Paro was not like trying to do Neil Adams here. And I just love it. I absolutely love it. His take on Batman and Brave and the Bold is so nostalgic to me. I just love it, especially at this period. Jim, as he got older, I think his line work suffered a wee bit, because when he was doing 90s stuff, it all looked a wee bit sloppy. Oh, I love these house ads. Look at that. I've got that, I've got that, I've not got that, I've not got that, I've not got that. I've got that. See that Wonder Woman? I've got that there. I think I did a video on that because it is such a strange cover. And I absolutely love this book. It's a real Batman story. Why it was in Brave and the Bold and not in Batman or Detective, I don't know. Because it is phenomenal. The Joker is nuts. Yeah? Look at that. And the idea of Batman and the Joker having to sort of team up. And Batman in that sort of vulnerable stage. Bob Haney just wrote Batman as if he was just like this detective, just this cop on the beat, yeah. Look at Batman's in hospital because he gets shot and he keeps his cowl on. Oh, Batman, you fool. And it's such a strange Bronze Age story. So we've not got the silliness of the Silver Age, yeah, because this is really gritty stuff. I mean, it's tremendous, yeah, but it still has those moments of real silliness, yeah. And then on top of everything else, we're in the middle pages. Do you know? I'll tell you this. This is another book that, see, if I see this book and it's in the wild and it's quite cheap, I just buy it even though I've got it. I just love it. Isn't that the oddest thing? Do any of you ever just buy copies of books that you see because you think, yeah, I just love that book? Yeah, that's maybe just a collector's thing. Or look at that, isn't that great? Batman and the Joker are on the phone to each other. Stand by for further instructions, Batsap. The Batsap. And it's just tremendous. So why do I like it? I don't know. I mean, I like the story. I love the sort of grittiness of it. I love the grounded nature of Batman. I love the Joker in this. I love Jim O'Paro's art. For me, this is a perfect melding of the comic book art form. I just think it's phenomenal. And this third act climax, when Batman's stuck in the dam and they let the water out and he has to, it's just tremendous. Look what else is here. Detective Comics. I've got that and I've got that. I don't have that. Yeah, it's just an advert. Those Young Love things are really, really hard to pick up. Do you know how I bet it's got them? Alan, the comic collector geek. And then here we go. This is just genius. So Batman's own car, I'll steal it and leave it in the dust. And Joker's like, why won't it start? It must start, it must. And Batman says, you murder swine, I should end your foul life with my own hands. Good Lord. Alan Moore will get hold of that and regurgitate it. But that would give you a final victory, making me into a killer like yourself, yeah? And then he says, the car, it wouldn't start. I could have escaped. No way, you ghastly clown. Because the ignition's controlled by this phony radio, which is really a key punch safety device, but you have to know the code, just 6 little letters like so. Batman's password on his car is Batman. Guess the last laugh's on you, Joker? No, the last laugh's on us, buddy. So, and then you get the letters page. Miss Lynn Pope was in there, so was Duffy, and that's some hits from the mailbag. That's when they can't be bothered printing the whole letter, so they just printing the good bits. Larry Morgan, Bridget Piskowski, and there we go. I like looking at the names because every now and then you think, I know who that is. I don't know any of these people. 1974, who was I going to know? Yeah, and wasn't that dude in page 3, panel 3, Lieutenant Columbo asked Peter J. Milano, also spotted the striking resemblance to actors Peter Falk's TV role. Maybe they've spelled maybe wrong. So, because Jim always favours a touch of reality. BBC News, said the prisoner. So there you go. That is probably one of my all-time favourite comics in the history of comics. I absolutely love it. Look at this poor cop here. He's like, what the? It's just fantastic, isn't it? If you've never read this and you would like to pick a copy of this up, go on eBay, you'll grab one for a couple of bucks, sit back, have a wee dram, because it was Burns night the other night there in Scotland. Have a wee dram and read this book and just wonder at the absolute genius of the whole thing. I love it, don't you know? Hey, you douchebags, I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel. What's wrong with you?